Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at how to improve our corners. Corners are very important in dressage for multiple reasons. The first and foremost because when we want to set up our movements, if we don't ride a good proper corner, then the odds of us having a good movement are slim to none. So we're going to take a look at an exercise that I like to use to improve corners for horses and riders. It's a great exercise because we can do it for pretty much every level of horse, from training level all the way up to Grand Prix horses, and we just vary the difficulty within the exercise. So we're going to take a look at it. So you're going to need a cone or some other object that you can place in the corner to ride around. For me, I like to place the cone 1 meter from each wall. So 1 meter in from the wall on the short side and 1 meter in from the wall at the end of the long side. And you can vary that a little bit. I like to place it at 1 meter. I like to challenge myself. I'm an experienced rider. And depending on my horses, the one in the video is a well-campaigned horse and knows her job, so she can handle that. But you can alter that a little bit. You can make it 2 to 3 meters if it's a bit too difficult. The goal is not to overface the riders or the horses, obviously. So if you find that that's too challenging, start at 2 or 3 meters. And as it gets easier, you back it up. And obviously you're going to expect a little bit less from a greener horse and or rider than a more experienced pair. First, we're going to look at exercises that we can do at the trot. Our first exercise will be for the lower level horses, and then we'll move it up to more advanced horses. So for the first level and training level horses, who are basically working on just general walk, trot, canter, and transitions within those gaits, we make a simple exercise, which is to trot straight down the long side, walk through the corner, and trot again on the other side. And the focus is that we get the horse to come back to us, balance through the turn, and then readily move off again on the opposite side. Okay, so for second level horses, we take this up and we make it a little bit more difficult now. We are now going to make it a transition from the trot to the halt and then the move off again. This is more difficult because it's very hard for the horse to pick up trot right heading straight into the corner. So they have to really be balanced on their hind legs and they have to be in front of your leg enough that they promptly do the transition upward and stay bent around your inside leg to make the turn. And now for the more advanced horses, generally speaking, the ones working on the FEI level work. For this level, we bring the horses from the collected trot into the corner, and we use the corner to bring the horse into half steps and to rotate around the corner in the half steps and then trot out in collected trot again on the opposite side. Now we're going to look at exercises that we can do from the canter. Again, starting with the more basic horses, the training and first level horses. Our first exercise is that we go from canter, we make a downward transition to trot. We trot through the corner, around the cone, and then on the other side we pick up canter again. Now for the second and third level horses, we create a canter walk, canter transition. So we canter the long side, collect the horse, bring them transition down to walk, walk around the cone, and then pick up canter on the opposite side. And for the advanced horses, the FEI level horses, for fourth level and FEI, we now make the canter short. So we bring the horse from the collected canter into a pirouette canter, bring the horse back for 3 to 4 strides, make the corner, and then canter out into collected canter again. Now we'll do a bit of troubleshooting for the areas where people usually go wrong in their corners. The first one that I see a lot of people do is that they don't break down their short sides into 2 corners and a short side, and they end up riding
more or less a giant half 20-meter circle. So you really need to think about your short sides as a corner, a short side, and a corner. Your corners are 90-degree angles, and so you need to ride them as such. Think about going deep into the corner, riding straight across the short side, and deep into the second corner. The second error that I see a lot of people make is that they start to indirect rein the horse through the corner. So they start to cross their inside hand over the wither in order to hold the horse out. If you find yourself wanting to do that, it indicates that you are either not using your inside leg correctly or your horse is not responding enough to your inside leg. An indirect rein is compensating for the horse not staying off of that leg properly. So if you find that you're wanting to cross your inside hand over the neck, you need to respond by using your leg instead of your rein. And the third place I see people going wrong is in their attempt to get the horse to turn the shoulders, they have enough outside rein contact, which is correct. You need to have outside rein contact to help keep the shoulders in alignment, but they end up counterflexing the horse by accident. So you have to make sure that while you want to have a supportive outside rein contact to align the shoulders, the flexion should still be steadily to the inside.